Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. And Rainbow, it wasn't freezing on you. I just couldn't add you to the stream while the intro was playing, or it would have popped us on the screen. And I know you wouldn't want to have replaced the intro. So I was just waiting for the intro to add you. So, oh no, I did actually lose her. Well, hopefully we will get her back. But unless or until then, I'm just going to continue on. Rainbow is going to try to be in the back in case there is some confusion, just the way Jane was on Monday night. So we're going to try to keep her around as our in case of emergency person. She doesn't want to co host, so I respect that. But this way, she can just mute when she wants to and then talk when she wants to. So, but I've lost her again. So that may not work. But I know she will keep trying, and I will keep trying to add her. In the meanwhile, thank y'all for being here. I want to let you know that tonight's broadcast is going to be short, super duper short. And you're saying, but I don't understand, Belle, your broadcasts lately have been so long. They've been 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Last Saturday was 8 hours. Well, 8 hours and 33 minutes. And yes, it was long. But tonight is only going to be 2 hours. And it's going to be a firm 2 hours, no 2 hours and 10 minutes, no 2 hours and 5 minutes. And the reason is I am booked onto Colleen's clothing, shoe, and purse sale. So I'm going to have my own auction for 2 hours. Then I'm going to race over to Colleen's. We're going to do a raid over to Colleen's and join them. And Rainbow, if you want to keep trying, I will keep adding you. But you can tell when I add you because you pop up on the screen. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I appreciate you trying. If you want to keep trying, great. If you don't, then I understand. Okay, here she is again. There we
Belle,
go. Yes, ma'am. Oh no, as soon as I said yes, ma'am, I lost her. Oh no. I know y'all probably think this is comedy, but this is actually legit. Okay. So, in the meanwhile, I want to let everybody know that we're going to have our auction on Monday at 7 p.m. and a Tuesday at 9 p.m. So, just in case there is anybody new watching, let me tell you how this is going to work for a really short 2 hour broadcast. Um, if you've never bought anything before and you think I might want to buy something, then what you need to do is send me a registration email. My email address is in the corner of the screen. So, what you need to send to me is your YouTube name, your legal name, and your shipping address. That way, I know where to send your email and where to send the items you win. Once you have sent me that registration email, you can bid. How do you bid? You bid in numbers in the chat. That way, I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be billed on your invoices, because I want to remind everybody that you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything that you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is, and the only time you can retract is during an auction. I am so sorry, Rainbow. I keep adding you back. I don't know what it is. Um, So it might be multiple devices. I don't know. But thank you so much for trying. Okay, the methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees. And PayPal is the software by which I make your invoices. PayPal is how you can pay with your debit cards, your bank cards, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and even Venmo. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on three criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. So we might as well get this started because time is precious. I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. We're going to get started with a first round that we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And during this round, everything starts at the low price of $1. It will be $1 for choice. And y'all remember here at Southern Belle NOLA, we have a mere 10-cent bidding increments in line with our policies of Southern hospitality. So we're going to start out with some cute little charms. We've got crosses. We've got butterflies and bees and dragonflies. We've got stars, hearts, keys, a hand that says handmade. We've got two pink enamel bows. Looking for $1 starting bid. Some of these have multiples. Some of these are one and done. I'm so quiet by myself. All by myself. Don't want to be. Sorry. That's the problem. When it gets quiet, I like sing to keep myself company. I know it's such a bad habit. But I want to remind y'all, I don't own the rights to any music. You may hear me sing, hum, sample, or talk about. So, but I always try to keep it under 5 seconds so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. All right, we're looking for $1 starting bid, and look at all of these choices. There she is. Anybody for $1? Surely we're not going to pass with this many cute little choices, right, y'all? And just like that, we lost her again. But I love that she keeps trying. That is so kind and sweet. I'm trying to decide if my chat stopped because I don't see any messages from the. Oh, it didn't stop. Okay. Apparently, Rainbow is in for $1. And Rainbow, thank you again. I appreciate you clicking the link so many times. We may just have to accept that it's not going to happen tonight, but I love that you tried and tried so many times, sweetheart. And it could just be that everybody is waiting for me to sell at Colleen's. And if so, I may just need to, end the auction early instead of doing my full 2 hours. But I was so excited to show y'all the mystery bags for tonight, especially since we're expanding on Rainbow's idea of mystery bags since they were so popular last week. All right, we are sold. All right, and Rainbow is going to take N, O, and P. Okay. N, O, and P. Okay, anybody else for second choice? Oh, once you click the link on the right side at the bottom corner, that's where the chat is. So you were probably looking at our private chat, which is basically empty. So you would have had to have clicked on the right side at the bottom to see the YouTube chat. I'm sorry, I should have told you that, Rainbow. We really should have practiced. But I didn't know ahead of time if Rainbow was just going to spontaneously come up. So that's why we didn't practice. My apologies, y'all. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, 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 oh. Anybody else? I hope y'all are starting to cool off. I have been hot and sweaty all day. It's been 85, 86, 87, but with the heat index, it feels like 90. And I am doing everything I can to prevent myself from turning on the air conditioner because I know once I turn on the air conditioner, that it's just going to run and run and run all summer. So I keep trying to hold back. I don't know if any of y'all are doing that, but it's hard when it feels 90, even though it's in the mid 80s. So, but I'm trying so hard. Okay, last call on these charms. Last call. Okay, I'm about to scrape them to the side, but I want to give y'all fair warning because once I scrape them to the side, it's kind of hard to put them back. You know how it is. It's like with a toothpaste or glue. Once it comes out, it's kind of hard to put it back in. All right, let me move these and y'all let me know what you'd like to see tonight. And we've got Rainbow back. We'll wait and see how long she's going to be able to stay on the stream. We're always rooting for her. She is trying so hard, trying her best. Now, normally I go to the mystery boxes at the top of the second hour, but since we don't have too many people yet, I thought I would show some other stuff first. All right, $3 for choice. I've got some fragrances. And these are small sizes. See the small size? But these would cost so much in the stores. You know, before you go out and buy a $200 bottle of perfume or cologne, wouldn't you want to try it to see if you actually like it? So I love these designer fragrances in the small sizes. Also, it's going to let you carry it in your purse, put it in your glove compartment, have it where you need it. So these are going to be $3 for choice. Here's the first one. It's Dolce and Gabbana. This one says pour homme, which means for men. And of course, you know, it is made in Italy. And the notes of this one are licorice, caramelized fig, and sandalwood. The olfactory family is woody and fruity. So that's the first one. Second one is Flower Bomb Extreme. And hopefully you can see it in there, by Victor and Rolf. From Burberry. This is Burberry Hero. So it's going to be a men's scent. It says Parfum Intense. Here it is on the inside. Next, Daisy Wild by Marc Jacobs. And it is intense and captivating fragrance with banana, blossom accord, jasmine extract, and amber notes. Embrace your wanderlust. Once again, this is Daisy Wild by Marc Jacobs. Next, we have Gentleman Society. This one is by Givenchy. It is a scent as a signature, a wild narcissus flower enhanced by a deep woody accord. So that one's Gentleman Society. Next, I've got, here's another flower bomb by Victor and Rolf. This one is Tiger Lily. So we'll put that one down here. Next, I've got Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. Oh, and this is another one that doesn't open up, but you can see it's in here. Next, I've got Calvin Klein Defy. Okay, let's see what it says. Defying expectations with a new intense addiction. Seductive woody leather notes contrasted by exhilarating freshness. Sensual leather notes come alive with a rugged, earthy oil, crackling black pepper, and a burst of mandarin freshness. So that's Calvin Klein Defy. Next, we have Chloe. Well, it doesn't give the notes on this one. I wish it did. It does say it's intense. Hi, Nanette. Great to see you. All right, next we've got Paco Rabanne, and this one is called $1,000,000. 1,000,000. Okay. And then last but not least, we have Replica by Maison Margiela. And it says reproduction of familiar scents and moments of varying locations. Originally Afternoon Delight, which has a warm vanilla Madeleine scent and memory and a fragrance. Okay. So those are the choices. They're all one and done, no duplicates. So glad you're here, Nanette. Let's count it down pretty please. And y'all let me know what you'd like to see. Okay, Dolce and Gabbana will be 1, Flower Bomb 2, Burberry 3, Daisy Wild by Marc Jacobs 4, Gentleman's Society 5, a Flower Bomb Tiger Lily will be 6, Black Opium will be 7, Calvin Klein Defy will be 8, Chloe will be 9, 1 Million will be 10, and Replica will be 11. Hopefully that will work. If y'all don't want to just use the name of the perfume as a code word, I'm always glad to do what y'all want to do. Okay, we are sold. Everyone is one and done, so every time one is chosen, it will be sold out. So our numbering system starts this way, goes down here, and then goes up this way. When in doubt, our numbering system starts at the back door, because y'all can all see the back door. That's why we start on that side. It's also usually the side that I start when I'm laying out a bunch. Okay. So we've got the Dolce and Gabbana. Okay. 1, not 2. 3, Burberry. 4 was Marc Jacobs. Oh, wait, you messed up. Okay. You seem to want so many. Do you want to just tell me all except which ones? Might be easier just to tell me which ones you don't want, Miss Nanette. I'll wait a second since you said you messed up. Sometimes when you're making a list, if the list of what you want is longer than the list of what you don't want, it won't hurt my feelings if you just list what you don't want. Because then when people are going back, they'll see which few are still available. And for anybody tuning in late, the auction is only going to be 2 hours tonight because I'm booked to sell on Colleen's auction. So we are not going to have a long 4, 5, 6, 8 hour auction like last Saturday. It's going to be short. Okay, so I think she's listing the ones that she doesn't want. So she doesn't want this one, and this one. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so these are the 3 that you don't want, correct? And you want all the others? Want to make sure. So the ones that Nanette is passing on then is the Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb Extreme, the Burberry Hero, and Replica. So I think that's correct. Let me make sure before I scrape everything into her pile and we bill her for that. So she's going to be getting a total of 8 then. So we'll double check before I clear all of these. And if anybody would like the ones that Nanette is leaving behind, y'all let Rainbow know. Let me just get a little confirmation. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, Rainbow was trying to click the link and she had that problem too. I don't know what is going on with YouTube tonight. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure the 3 that you don't want are the Flower Bomb, the Burberry, and the Replica. You want all the rest. Is that correct? Just want to make sure before I scrape them aside and put them into your sold bin and you get billed for those. Oh, we are good. Okay. So these are getting sold then. All right. And to anybody else, I'm just going to put these up here. I'm so surprised that Burberry's there. Uh, so many people like Burberry. It's made in England. All right. Last call on these three. If not, they will still be available on the replay. All right, let me put these to the side. Next, I have some really cute coasters. Now, I showed these a while back. I had a whole auction of faith-based items, and these were a few of the ones that were left over. We're going to start these at $2. This first one says, I am the Lord who heals you. Exodus 15:26. Wouldn't this be great to go in a get well soon basket or to, hi Brenda, so glad to see you. So, or somebody who is recuperating. The next one says, cultivate kindness, which is Proverbs 3:3. Next, we have God is within her. She will not fall. This one says, He calls me a beautiful one, which I don't see a scripture reference, but that's from Proverbs 31. And the last one says, I am a child of God. So looking for $2 starting bid on these. And I just think these are so pretty. And I love that it has some great words on it, whether you're using them at home, in a bedroom, in your living room, even at your workplace. It'll show people that you are a person of faith. You know that old saying, sometimes our actions speak louder than words. Well, sometimes our items can speak for us also. Oh, another thing I like about these is it's just practical. So many gifts are just decoration, but coasters actually serve a protective purpose. Okay, any interest in these? Okay, well, we will pass on these then. Okay, next item is going to be a fidget sensory toy. Now, these toys were originally $5 and they are filled with gel. And you can see how you turn them to the side and look how they just move, 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 move. I'm going to start these at just $3. So you can turn them on the side like this, or it says squish me. You can just push, 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 push if you want to be the one that moves it around. So let me show you the colors of these. You'll see they come in lots of different colors. So $3. This one is the blue one. sometimes we think that kids have to have Wi-Fi and have to have games and have to have electronics and videos, but this is a great fun item that kids can play with even without electricity or Wi-Fi. So here's one in magenta. I've also got yellow. Here's purple. These are just so fun. I've been sitting here playing with these while I was waiting. Okay, so looking for $3. And in case you're saying, I wonder if those are large or small, let me measure for you. They are 10 inches. So these are not tiny, not at all. You're really getting a nice size for your money. This would be super fun for kids to play with in like the back seat of a car or something quiet for them to do while they're waiting in a waiting room. So looking for $3. Any interest on these? Oh, do y'all know what today is? It just amazes me how there's a national day for everything. There's National Hot Dog Day, there's National Coffee Day, Cupcake Day, Hamburger Day. There's a National Talk Like a Pirates Day. I don't know if y'all have heard what today is. Anybody in the chat? We'll pass on these and they will still be available. Well, today is National Pretzel Day. So I know you're saying, well, I guess you're going to have some pretzels then. You can't celebrate National Pretzel Day without selling some pretzels, and you are mighty right. So these pretzels are going to start out at $3. Now, these are not a tiny little baggie of pretzels. No, no, no. These are a big size bag. Oh, here they are. I have them here somewhere. They just got something said on them. So $3. And these are called Naughty pretzels. Get it? Knotty. Not because they are tied like a knot. How cute is that? And also, they're flavored pretzels. Have y'all ever had flavored pretzels before? Usually pretzels just kind of all taste the same, and it's just a matter of if they're a little salty or not. These are mesquite barbecue pretzels. These are 7.5 ounces. Let me put my ruler up here because I want y'all to see these are a big choice. Big choice. A big size. No choice. This is the only kind of pretzels I have. So $3 starting bid. No choice. Sorry. I wish I had choices. So, who wants to taste some mesquite barbecue pretzels? Big family size bag. So, if you're tired of popcorn and chips, well, here's some pretzels. Brenda's in for 3. Anybody else want to bid it up? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Anybody else interested? Otherwise, we're going to count it down to Brenda. Great way to celebrate National Pretzel Day. Crochet Queen Kathy is bidding it up with 310. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Let's see if Brenda's going to come back at 320 or she's going to let him go. Okay, she's letting it go. We'll count this down to Kathy. I'm so glad y'all are here tonight. I know there's lots of places you can be, so it means so much that you chose to come here or here and other places simultaneously, which is mighty fun. Okay, CQ Kathy, how many would you like? I've got 3 available. Let me know if you'd like 1, 2, or all 3. Just 1. Okay. Here's 1 for you. Miss Brenda, can I get you any from the 2 that I have remaining? Oh, Brenda. Okay, Miss Brenda's gonna take 1. Here we go, and I've got just 1 left. Anybody else for the last one? Okay, last call on this then. Okay, are y'all ready to do the mystery bags? All right, let me grab those, and Rainbow's going to explain how it works in the chat. This was her brilliant idea. These are $5 for choice, and these are home items. Okay, and I'm way too close. Okay, so I just make these in whatever bags I have. This week, I happen to have some Minion bags, some Thomas the Train bags, and some Spider-Man bags. The look of the bag has absolutely nothing to do with what's in it. These are all home items in here. They're a mystery. You can just have it sent to you, or it can be opened and you can see what's inside. But Rainbow came up with this great idea because everybody needs home stuff. So while some categories of items, it might be hard to find something that was to your liking, this way she thought, well, it's all stuff that people can use. and they have been super popular for the last few weeks. So I keep making them, and I had a poll on my YouTube community page asking what other categories y'all would like some mystery bags made in, and the winner was crafts. So after this, I'm going to show you some mystery bags of crafts as well. And we also have some mystery jewelry since that was popular inside the eggs last week. So I try to give y'all more of what you want. Okay, Rainbow is saying that she wants a Spider-Man, please. Okay, would you like me to show it? So I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do you want one from the front, one from the back? Let me know if you want me to show it or you want me just to send it to you. Oops. Push it back where y'all can see it better. And anybody else want to get in for these? So I've got, let's see, 3 of the Minions, 4 Spider-Man, and 2 Thomas the Train. And then coming up in the craft bags, I have 6. Okay, let's see if Rainbow wants to see it and if she wants a particular bag. Otherwise, I'll just randomly pick one. Yes, any is fine and to show. Okay, well, I'm just going to pick the closest one because that's the easiest thing to do. All right, let's see what's in it. Okay, first, she's got this tall bottle. You could keep spices in it. You could keep items, crafts, bobby pins. You can keep anything you want to on it. Super pretty. Okay, next she has this candle. Oh, look, this candle was $3 just by itself, but I think this is really pretty. So that's the next thing. And then last but not least, oh, look how pretty this votive is. It's a votive holder. It is ceramic. So pretty. And she actually has snow where she lives. So this is just perfect for her. Okay, so that's what she gets for her $5 mystery bag. All right, anybody else? And at the top of the hour, we'll have another round of $1 items. Oh, you're mighty welcome. Okay, anybody else? Got plenty left. If there's no more further interest, we can pass. Anybody else? All right, we move the big tray in. All right, next choice of craft bags. These will also be $5, but they are all filled with craft kits, craft items, various craft essentials. And here they are. So, oops, I accidentally tore that one. I see, putting items into it. This one looks a little bit better. That just shows you how much I stuffed into these. So looking for $5 starting bid for these bags filled with crafts. Okay, any interest? All right, rainbow is in for 5. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any preference on which one, right or left, front or back? And do you want to see it? Let's see what rainbow says. And y'all let me know what you'd like to see tonight. It may only be a 2-hour auction, but I'd love for it to be 2 hours of things you want to see and things you want to buy. The great thing about having so few people tune in with other auctions going on is I can customize the auction to be all your favorites. You just have to let me know. Okay, well, I'm just going to pick the first one then. Let's see what we've got in here. Okay, first we start out with a embroidery kit right here, embroidery kit, and it comes with the hoop and the instructions and all of the thread, twines, yarns. I don't know the words for it, the instructions. So this is the first thing, but that's not all. Then you get an entire set of these colorful little wooden planks or boards. Lots of fun things you can make with those. And then lastly, you're getting a whole roll of ribbon. So, 3 great things there. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Just $5. Oops, you can accidentally see some of the stuff picking out the back. I may have put a few things that were too big in there. Oh. Okay, last call. Anybody else? Well, it was crafts that won the poll with over 50%. So I want to thank everybody that reads my YouTube community page and everybody that voted. All right, let me move these aside. Okay, next, jewelry was so popular last week that I couldn't do more jewelry eggs because, well, Easter's gone. So instead, I did these luxurious pouches and I made 9 of them up. I will let you know that 4 of the 9 have bonuses. So these are going to be $5. And yes, it does include these fancy damask bags. And then inside the bag is either a jewelry item or it is a piece of paper with a bonus. Now, the way the bonuses work on the Southern Belle NOLA channel is it's a bonus in 2 ways. The piece of paper gives you a choice. All the rest, you get what you get. But if you get one with a piece of paper, it's a bonus in 2 ways. The first way is that it's a choice, so you'll get to choose from several items to be your item. But the other way it's a bonus is the people who didn't buy it, who are sitting there saying, I wonder if I should have gotten that. I wonder if I should have gotten that. Get second choice at the choices you don't pick. So it's both a bonus for you in getting to choose and a bonus for the chat in getting to choose from what you leave behind. So $5. And these are also just gorgeous bags, by the way. Beautiful damask material. They have both snaps and zippers to them, and they have a gorgeous piping. Any interest? If not, we can just get back to regular items. But y'all had so much fun at the bonuses and the mystery bags last week. I just wanted to make some up and offer them to you again in case people came back for those. And y'all let Rainbow know what you'd like to see tonight. Okay, Nanette is in for 5. All right, any particular one, or should I just pick one? You can tell me top, middle, or bottom, right, left, or middle. If you want to pick a specific one. Thank you so much, Nanette. And you do also get this beautiful little pouch as well. Even if you get a piece of paper, you get what you pick from the piece of paper and you still get the pouch as well. All right, let's see. 3 on top. Okay, so I'm guessing, let's see, we always start at the door. 1, 2, 3, is that right? Okay, so I'm thinking she wants this one. This one feels light to me, so I'm guessing it may be a piece of paper. So we open it this way, and then I warned you that there were 2 closures. Here's the snap, and here is the zipper. And on the inside, let's see, it's going to be a choice of turquoise bracelets. Okay, so either, regardless of which you pick, you get this pretty little pouch. And then let me show you the 2 turquoise bracelets that you get to pick from. And these are great bracelets because they will fit anybody and everybody. These are cuff bracelets. So you can open them up, you can close them more depending on if your wrist is bigger or smaller. This is the first option. Here is the second option. So both are beautiful. You can say right for this one and left for this one. I was originally selling these for $7, but I reduced these to go into these fun mystery bags. And these are great because they are light, but they are beautiful and they stay on. You don't have to try to work a clasp or closure. You just put your wrist in them and then they just hug around your wrist. So this one would be right. This one would be left. Okay, she's going for left. Beautiful choice. All right, does anybody want to invest in right? The great thing about it being a bonus is not only does Nanette get the bonus of getting to pick, but the chat gets a bonus in case anybody's saying, oh, I wish I'd gotten that. I want one of those. Why didn't I get that one? Well, you get the second choice. So if anybody wants to get this one for just $5, look how pretty it is. Lovely. Might even have too much light. Oh, it looks even prettier with less of a glare on it. Okay, last call. All right, anybody else for a mystery pouch? It'll either have a piece of gorgeous jewelry or it will have a bonus for a choice. All right, last call on this one then. Okay, let's pass on this. Okay, next I have some fabric. Those of you who have heard me talk about my mom know that she liked to sew. She had a ton of fabric, and I don't know squat about fabric. I'm going to say these are about a yard. That's an approximation. $3 for choice. So you've got a choice of flowers or bees. Maybe you do crafts or sewing, or you just want to, cover some pillows or some chair cushions. So $3 for choice. So when I say fabric, I mean material. It is not sewn. You have to sew it yourself. You'll see here's the little edge to it. So it is, like raw. I started just to throw it into some of the $5 craft bags, but then I thought, well, I haven't shown it before. So I tried to show things at least once or twice before I just throw it into a mystery bag. So $3 for choice, and each one's about a yard. Do we have any sewers? Is sewers a word? I feel like sewers is somebody who sows seeds. There's probably a better word. If y'all want to educate me, please do. Okay, last call on these. And I see it's the top of the hour, so we will go to our next $1 round next. Last call on these. Okay. All right. This is going to be a little bit of everything, but it's going to be the Belle's Bargain Bonanza round. And each item will be $1 for choice. Let me show you what I've got. Here's the first one. This is a little cleaning device, and it's great to help you get into the grooves. So, oh, seamstress. Okay, I got it now. Thank you so much. That makes sense because they sew seams. Okay, so here I have it in yellow. I also have some in pink. The pink ones are a little bit smaller. Next, I've got this double-sided cleaning tool. It's got small little bristles here, which is great for getting in between the keys of your keyboard or in between the grooves of your car. This is great for the air conditioning grooves of your car or a fan blade. So we'll put that there. Next, in the summer, are you ever worried that pollen is just going to fall into your water bottle or your cup, or maybe a fly or an ant when you're at a picnic? Well, I have these cute little sealed cup straw covers, and they have these adorable little paw prints on them. So that's going to be the next choice. If you're having a hard time keeping up with your vitamins or other prescriptions, I have some of these medicine holders. If you wanted to, you could, put beads or clasps or other things. It is labeled with the days of the week. I have a little hook here. You put a command strip on the back, and then you can release it whenever you want to, but it's nice and sturdy if you need to hang something up. Here is another one of these little whisk brooms for getting in and around the keys of your keyboard. Also, these are really great in the windowsills. If you're opening up your windows to let some air in, it's amazing how much dust just gets in those windowsills. Also, I've got a double-sided highlighter. One side is pink, one side is yellow. I've got some cord wraps. You peel the back, which is by 3M, and you stick these on the back of your appliances. That way you don't have the cord of your coffee maker just always strung out, or your mixer, your blender, your juicer, any of those appliances that aren't just hanging out. You can just wrap them around here, and then the cord is all neat and tidy. Put that in the back. I do also have this one in black. Have you ever seen those balls that bounce way, way, way tall and fast and wide, and they're used in like sports? I've got two available. One is in yellow and orange. One is in indigo and magenta. Here is some double-sided tape. I almost started to throw that in the craft bags. I've got some new sealed playing cards. Here is one of these pieces of material that can hold your hair, that can cool your neck down, that can be a neck gaiter. There are so many different ways to wear it. Look at all these different ways, but it's just nice and solid white. Multi-function seamless wear. So we'll put that back here. And I think I basically got the auction block full. Oh, here's something really sweet. I need to put this out there. This is called a pocket hug. And look how pretty it is. It says a little heart from me to you and filled with lots of love and big hugs too. Love you lots. Okay, we'll put that one back here. So tons of choices for the $1 price point. Oops, oops, oops. Anybody for $1? Okay, rainbows in for $1. Some of these are one and done, and some of these I have multiples. So quiet without a co-host. But I really appreciate y'all being here tonight. And I really appreciate Rainbow running the chat as well. And she's also making the list too, which is even harder to type and then to pick up a pen and paper and write. Okay, let's see what Rainbow wants. Okay, here's one of the pill trays. And here's a pink cleaner. And the highlighter and the pocket hug. Okay, so here's the 4 items that Rainbow is choosing. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? We've still got some good things available. Only $1. Last call on these then. Okay, I'm going to start cleaning these off. Clearing these off. And these will still be available from the replay. Okay, what would y'all like to see next? Okay, $5 starting bid. I want to show y'all a fantastic waffle maker, but it's not the waffle maker you are thinking of. No, no, no. This is a bubble waffle maker. So look how cute it is. So it makes bubbles. And let me open it up this way so that you can see all of the details. It's got a cool touch handle that lifts easily so your fingers stay safe. Non-stick surface releases easily for perfect shape bubble waffles every time. A non-slip grip provides stability to your countertop. You just plug it in, and when the light turns off, you're ready to create. And it has a small footprint and cable wrap design, which stores conveniently. And let me open it up and show you, because I got this at my liquidator, so I wanted to make sure. Here's the user manual, and you will see it is all wrapped up and new, still in the plastic, still has the user's manual. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. That, instead of just having your regular cake, they made cupcakes. And instead of just cupcakes, they made those cake pops. These cute little bubble waffles just remind me of cake pops, or they remind me of the little donut holes, except these are going to be waffles. And look how many you get at a time. I'm sure kids would just love these little bubble waffles. You could have a whole bowl of waffles for the low price of $5. Who else gets a bowl of waffles to snack on the way to school, or while they're watching cartoons, or whatever they're doing in the morning? So it's brand new, still in the plastic, still in the box, with the instructions, only $5. It's a classic food, but it is with a modern design. Okay, we're gonna pass on this one. Well, since pretzels were popular early, let me bring up a couple of other snacks here. These are going to be $3 for choice. I have chili spiced mangoes, oh, and they are sliced. The second opportunity is going to be cocoa melon. It is skin on dried fruit, and the way it's cocoa melon is it's half crispy coconut and half sweet watermelon. Then, for those people who only want watermelon, I have just one left. And it is all watermelon. It is only watermelon. Here it is, and you will see they are dried. And I love that it's in the clear container so you can see it. You know, sometimes I sell things that are pretty, and sometimes I sell things that are just saving you a trip to the store. And, you know, when it is scorching or it is raining, sometimes saving you a trip to the store is just what you need. Any interest in this dried fruit? Okay, last call on this. Oh, Janice is in for three. Hi, Janice. Anybody else want to bid it up, 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 bid it up. Okay, the watermelon and rind, one of each. Okay, here's one of the rind, and this is my only watermelon, so those two are gone. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. All right, let me cast these aside. Next, we're going to $2 for choice. The first choice is going to be red vines in the original red. Oh, look, it says peace, love, and vines. Love that. So $2. The other choice is the amazing chips, and these are barbecue smoked chipotle barbecue seasoned tortilla chips, and these are gluten free. So these snacks are a little bit smaller. They're going to be only $2. $2. Any interest? Okay, if there's no interest, we're going to pass on these then. All right, next, $3. I've got these fragrance mists. The first one is frosted apple, which is apple and cranberry. And these are not the small size either. These are 8 ounces. The second one is called Cozy Cabin. It is vanilla and sandalwood. So these are big, tall containers. Oops. They are 8 inches tall, 8 ounces. So the frosted apple is apple and cranberry. The cozy cabin is vanilla and sandalwood. And I want to remind everybody that the items you buy tonight can be combined with the items from the Monday auction and the Tuesday auction. And then I do my packing and billing on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we start all over again on Saturday. Okay, rainbows in for 3. And I do have multiples. Okay, Rainbow is going to take one of the cozy cabin. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. right. Next, also $3. I've got a choice of some shampoos. Here's the first one. It is Suave Keratin Infusion. It is smoothing. It is Quench Lock for hydrated, healthy looking shampoo, and it's also cruelty free. So that's going to be the first choice. Second choice is a Head and Shoulders for men. It is shampoo and conditioner. It's a two-in-one, and it has the scent of Old Spice Swagger. Now, if you're not familiar, Old Spice has is not just Old Spice. There's the Old Spice, um, which I remember my dad wearing, and then there's the newer Old Spice, which is called Swagger. That's how you can tell the difference. And last but not least, something we use a lot down south is some hairspray. This is the Tresemme Extra Hold, and it's a mist type of hairspray. So, three great choices for $3. Oh, I do have one more. I'm sorry. I've got the White Rain Men. This is actually a body wash. It has a cool ocean wave scent to it. So now you get four choices. Okay, any interest? Like moths to a flame, I tell you. Okay, if there's no interest, we're going to clear these away. Okay, next, $5. I've got this great puzzle. Now, why is this puzzle great? Is it because it has super cute little animals? Well, it could be. But oops, I'm just dropping it. It is also great because it is 3D. Now, you may be wondering, how is it 3D? Well, if you look at it as I move it, do you see how the little eyes and noses move? It's like one of those paintings you remember from the 90s. I used to think those were the cutest things ever as a child, but you would see hidden things in them or they would move. Like, for instance, on this dog, do you see how the nose moves as I turn it slightly? I just think that is so cool. So, in each one has different ways it moves. My eyesight is so bad, I can't necessarily see a lot of it, but I can certainly see this one. I hope it's coming through on the camera. But this is based on a picture by Howard Robertson, and it tells the whole story about it. But I just think that it is so cool that when you're putting this together, that you're going to see these little eyes and noses move, and um, it is so different than all the same old puzzles you have worked your whole life. So that's how it's 3D, is in the way it's constructed. It seems like it's moving in the light. Hi, Tuber Chat. Welcome, welcome. We're about to shut it down for the night. Usually we have longer auctions, but I'm booked on as a guest on another auction. So we wanted to just keep our regular time slot so that it wouldn't miss the regular YouTube algorithm. But we're just going to be on a few more minutes, and then we're going to raid over to a big multi-seller auction of clothing, shoes, and purses. So, but everybody, y'all say hi to Mr. Kevin. He's the nice guy up in Canada that runs the Tuber Chat, and it's a way that small channels like mine can connect and grow. All right, last call on this. Next, $5. Buy it now. I have an address book. Back in the old days, everybody had an address book. These days, people keep it on their phone. Well, what happens if you're in a car accident and your phone is just thrown into a lake, or your phone, drowns or is in a fire? What happens? Well, I want to show you the beautiful burgundy color, and this has a texture on it. I'm not sure if y'all can see the texture. This is going to be $5. Buy it now. And let me show you the inside. It is arranged by alphabetical order. And let me show you what a page looks like, because now we all have so many forms of communication. This gives you room for names, for phone numbers, for email addresses, and cell phones, and all kinds of other information. So you'll see there are 8 different lines for each person that you can put in all their information. So it's always great to have a hard copy. So just in case anything ever happens to that phone, then here you have a way to reach people in case of emergencies. Also, this is great for older folks who might be struggling with some memory issues, and they might need to know how to reach people and who is who. So for that reason, it's great as well, and you can organize it all. Look what a big book it is. And with it being burgundy, it's going to work for a man or a woman. Address book is written in gold. Here's the back, just plain. So looking for $5 on this one. I hope y'all are having a good night, a good weekend. Here in New Orleans, we're all gearing up for the Jazz Fest, which is a big deal in our community. I think New Orleans has the biggest Jazz Fest of any place. And it's an outdoor event, and most people are just like burned to a crisp. But it is an event that you have to buy tickets for. Well, I tell you what, I don't think I've done a price drop all night long. So let's go ahead and drop the price to just $3, Miss Rainbow. Let's drop the price to just $3. Oh, you love jazz. Okay, fantastic. Okay, watch out. Prices are falling. It's going from 5 to 4 down to 3. Okay, last call on this. Okay, next up, look at these gorgeous earrings. Might have too much light. They've got a beautiful green stone in them, and I just love the styling to them. You can see they're on post, and they've got some little crystals on the outside. I'm going to make these a $3 buy it now. They're looking a little black. Maybe I do need more light so that you can see these are a brilliant green. Okay, Rainbow's going to take the address book. Okay, here's the address book for you. Thank you so much. All right, got it, got it. And these are a nice size. They're not so big that they look ridiculous, and they're not so tiny that they're just a little stud. To me, this is a great size. And just look at the composition. So they're not flat. You can see the beautiful workmanship on them. So just $3. Green and gold tone, and also some little crystals by DGZ. And I have no idea what DGZ stands for. I'm guessing it's some kind of maker, manufacturer, designer. If anybody in the chat knows, y'all let me know. Okay, we're going to pass on these. Okay, this next pair is going to be $5, and look how fancy. I can even pronounce that, but look how cute they are. Here's the back. So I love that it's kind of a reverse, kind of a teardrop, but yet it's with it dropping in reverse. And then you've got this big square. Look how blingy and fabulous this square is that hangs from it. These are brand new. Now, I see some markings up here, but I don't test anything, so I'm not saying that that means anything. I'm just saying they're pretty. If I thought this meant something, I would be selling it for more than $5. But I don't do any testing. Okay, any interest in these dangle? Look how beautifully articulated these are. Okay, last call on these. Okay, next I'm going to show some lanterns. I've got lanterns in several different sizes. First of all, they are metal and they have feet on them. Here's the first one. I'm going to show all three to you, and I'll go back and measure them. Here's the second one. And you can buy these individually, or you could buy these as a set if you want to. I'm always amenable to making deals and sets if that's what y'all want to do. And then here's the little one. And I think these are so pretty. To me, they have kind of a honeycomb pattern to them. And so you could just put your candle in here. You could put fairy lights. You could put a flameless candle. So much that you could do. Now let me measure them and I'll give you the prices. So the tallest one, the tallest one is 10.5 inches. The middle one is 8 inches, and the small one is 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this one for 10, 8, and 6. 10, 8, and 6. And if anybody wants all three pieces, then I would sell all three for a discounted buy more, save more. So instead of 10 plus 8 plus 6, that would be 24. I would do the entire set of three for 17. And I'll give Rainbow a chance to put that in the chat. There's not much left of our show, so if there are things you were waiting for that you'd like to request, go ahead. I hate for y'all to miss out, but we will be having a full-length auction that won't be shortened or abbreviated on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, Rainbow's got it all in one handy-dandy comment. So she's got the individual prices. She's got the buy more, save more price as well. All right, any interest? And for those of y'all thinking, well, this would take a lot of room to mail. Look how they're going to nest inside each other so that they won't take up a lot of room to mail. Because I know a lot of people are worried about the space, about the weight, about the cost. So look how nicely they nest. Okay, we're going to pass on those. All right, next, have you ever thought about cutting your own hair, whether to save money or to save time? Let me show you this whole pack of hair supplies that I have. So there are special scissors that are made for hair cutting. So I've got two different types. And if you notice, there are even measuring devices on here so that you don't accidentally cut your hair too short. You want to see, well, how much am I taking off? Especially if you're cutting bangs. Oh, it could be so embarrassing to have bangs that are just too short. Okay, next there's also this specialty comb. If you see, it has a cutting blade inside. So as you comb, you're actually razor blading off the hair as it combs through. Especially great for guys. And then last but not least, I've got this long comb. It's called a parting comb because of the point right here. And so I'm going to do this entire set of these two specialty scissors, the razor blade comb and the parting comb for $10. Hi, Maritza. So glad you're here. It's just going to be a super short auction tonight, and then we're going over to Colleen's. But I know you like to watch the replay, so if there are any items you missed, just let Rainbow know, and we can add that to your invoice. I didn't even send you an invoice this week because you only had one $3 item. So whatever you get this next week, I'm just going to combine with your $3 item, and then you'll get an invoice on Wednesday, Thursday. But I just always hate to charge anybody more in shipping than in item cost. But those of y'all who use scissors know that scissors are very specialty. Paper cutting scissors are different than fabric cutting scissors, which are different than food safe scissors. So the same is true with hair scissors. You wouldn't want to cut your hair with your food scissors or your fabric scissors or your paper scissors. So it's important to have some special scissors that are just for hair. Any interest? Well, I tell you what, since we're getting towards the end of the show, let's do another price drop. Let's price drop this, Rainbow. Take cover, take cover. Prices are dropping from 10 to 9 to 8 to 7 to just $6. Just $6. I think this is the deal of the night. $6 for this entire hair cutting set. Two scissors, a comb with razor blades that's going to cut as you're pulling it through, and of course the parting comb. I'll give Rainbow a chance to put that in the chat. All right, any interest? Well, I want to thank the few of y'all who tuned in for tuning in tonight. We're now going to go over and raid Colleen, and y'all make sure to tell her that Southern Belle sent you. Rainbow is going to drop the link in the chat. Let me give her just a second to get that link. I made sure to send it to her earlier today. And she's going to copy and paste it into the chat. And this way, it'll give me just a couple of minutes to swap out my items, get out my clothing, purses, and shoes for Colleen's specialty auction. And then I'm going to join y'all over there. I'll be selling from 9 to 11, which she's in Eastern, so she thinks it is 10 to 12, but we won't tell her that. And then by her own rules, at 10, you get to sell whatever, at midnight, sorry, you get to sell whatever you want to. So I'm looking forward to going over there. Y'all join me. Okay, Rainbow's got it in the chat. I also want to thank Rainbow for running this auction. She did a great job as always. So I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on and on. I'll see you in a few minutes at Colleen's. Bye-bye.